text line now. It is 8:59 on KMBZ. Jonathan Weir will be taking over Operation Stormwatch here in just a moment. John, you were lucky. You were like us. You got to come in before it got bad.
Yes, I'm one of the lucky people that woke up an hour early today so I could get out and work.
But it's funny because you've been watching, Lisa, I don't know if you've seen this, but John's been sitting here watching this with us. We have a snowplow that comes and plows our own parking lot. And he's obviously been making circles because you never know that he's been there. He keeps doing, it's like funeral.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like what is the thing about the guy that pushes the rock up the hill and comes right back down? Rock up the hill, right back down. That's what we're looking at right now. And you know that's what the crews are looking at on our roads.
Yeah, we need to get an interview with that guy. That's got to be the most frustrating job in the world right now. If your job is to clear any parking lot, especially for us radio people who are
I can't see anything.
We expect not only the parking lot to be clear, but our cars to be clear. We're going to obviously be staying on top of this Operation Stormwatch. Will continue during my show. And the question I have for people out there: what was it like, just not on the roads today, but what was it like at the stores last night? I've seen a lot of pictures on Twitter and other sites of just devastation at Walmarts and Targets all across the area, where it just looked like a hurricane came through because people thought a hurricane was coming in the form of a blizzard today.
Operation Stormwatch is brought to you by Westlake Ace Hardware. They have everything to protect your house, keep it safe and warm, and clean up afterwards. Westlake Ace Hardware is the helpful place. Operation Stormwatch continues. It is 9 o'clock on KMBZ. Coverage of Operation Stormwatch. This is your station for news, traffic, and weather.
This is Operation Stormwatch. We knew it was coming. Now it is here. Snow and lots of it. Looking at the radar, nothing but dark blue, meaning again lots of snow falling down there. At least 5 inches on the ground in parts of Kansas City. Let's get the latest as we continue Operation Stormwatch with staff meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. Pretty nasty out there, Jen.
Yeah, it is nasty. We're still getting reports of moderate to heavy snowfall across the entire KMBC listening area. And visibilities are down to a quarter of a mile or less. There are numerous reports of visibilities at times down to yards, 100 yards. That's it. And so it is really come down at a pretty good clip. A few reports that have come in. We had 2 inches of snow in the past 30 minutes. That was reported near Brookside. 5 inches total since the event.
This is y'all
the
are
National
doing.
Weather Service offices in Pleasant Hill has measured officially 5.2 inches so far. So some of us have already
Oh, dude, it can't be a Mustang.
About a foot of snow.
God damn it, it is.
Jennifer, how long can we expect the snow to continue to fall?
Looking at the radar trend, it's still pretty hefty, expanding out to a little bit further out and looking at what's happening now southwest of us into Kansas. There is a little punch of drier air into south central parts of Kansas, but that's still pretty far away. I think the snow will continue to be pretty solid here for the rest of the morning and into the early afternoon. And it's during that time that we may start to move into the dry slot, seeing a lightening up of the snowfall to maybe some light snow, maybe some patchy freezing drizzle. And then our concern is that we'll see another little batch of snow coming in evening time due to an upper level low. And on top of that, we could see another additional maybe 2 to 3 inches. So that's something we're monitoring toward the latter half of today. Really not seeing all this winding down until the overnight. But even then, I'm a little concerned that we may see some patchy freezing drizzle lingering as the night goes on.
Already very busy KMBC staff meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. And as you can imagine, the road's snow-covered and very slick. We have team coverage for you. Let's start out with KMBC's Kyle Hedrick. Scott?
There's a guy in front of me, and you cannot even see him.
It's just treacherous driving out here. I'm on 69 highway trying to get to 435. I'm doing about maybe 20 miles an hour. You can't tell where the lanes are at all. Visibility is almost zero. I mean, I'm just able to see yards in front of me, and that's in good spots. It's not easy going for sure. With all the snow, the roads are so snow-packed, you're getting jostled around. It's just kind of catching your tires at times. If you don't have to be out, please do not be out in these conditions unless you absolutely
have to. I'm pretty sure it's what Kyle was going to say there. Kara Marks are out on the roads as well. She's reporting in from Johnson County. How is it in your neck of the woods, Kara?
Anyways, that's not great. This is the first part of the area that kind of got kicked, Southern Dutton County, especially that. I'm heading towards Olathe. I have a feeling it's going to take me a long time to get down there. It took me more than 15 minutes to go about 3 or 4 miles. So if that gives you any indication of how treacherous it is out here. And this is one of those things, don't forget to turn your headlights on if you're out here. Nobody can see you if you don't have them on. And the other thing you want to keep an eye out for is icing on your windshield wipers. I'm noticing that's a pretty bad problem. Lots of people pull up to the side of the road just snapping their windshield wipers trying to get some of the ice cleared. So be very, very careful. And if you're not, one of those crazy reporters having to be out on the road today, try to stay home.
All right, KMBC's Kara Marks are reporting. We, of course, taking your phone calls at 576-7798. Also, you can text us at 22980. Also, email us your snow pictures. We got lots of those rolling in. It is rather pretty out there, Jonathan Ware.
Yeah, if you're inside and safe and you don't have anywhere to go, it's
you're
great.
warm.
It's fun to snow like that because it's such a dichotomous thing where it can either be the most beautiful thing in the world or it's a winter horror land. Anyway.
But those pictures, news at KMBC.com. Now, we were talking about
there it is, the clusterfuck.
Wash your fluid, your wiper blades in good shape. By the way, the wipers at the but one basic winter driving tip you may have overlooked.
Make sure you have a full tank of gas. Even if you have a slide off, a lot of times the vehicles will still continue to run. So if you have a full tank of gas, obviously your vehicle will continue to run and keep the heater on. That will help you stay warm until emergency assistance can arrive.
Sergeant Brad Allen of the Olathe Police Department also recommends staying 2 to 3 car lengths away from the driver in front of you. How'd you like to be a weatherman today? Or possibly...
Man, I'm fucked. God damn it.